It's your boy Moolah. So we got that fire. Back with another one.
Not gonna be denied.
Uncle Shay said if he drop a 50 piece, that's the only way they can win. Let's see what happened with Tatum. Your boy Tatum.
Well, how about that? The Celtics did beat the Wizards last night, 118-100, earning a spot in the playoffs against the second-seeded Nets, while sending Washington into an elimination game on Thursday against Indiana. Jason Tatum scored 50 points, including 23 in a decisive third quarter, while Russell Westbrook had 1 rebound and 0 assists in the second half and appeared to head to the locker room early. So, Shannon, was this game more about Jason Tatum or Russell Westbrook?
It was Tatum.
Damn.
And Skip, I said the only chances that they have, because I thought the force of nature that Russ was and the way, the tear that he'd been on, that he was going to find a way to will this team to victory. I thought he'd have something like 20 points. Now, we knew he wasn't going to be efficient, but we thought he would be effective. And that's Russ in a nutshell, Skip. Never efficient, always effective, though. Normally, because the triple doubles, he's played well. He's thrusted his name into the MVP conversation. If that's what we're doing, anybody that makes the, in the 8th seed, Skip, you can get a play. You be an MVP contender. Why not throw Russ at 22, 11, and 11? I think he should be in the discussion. But Jason Tatum was just too much. Skip, he made a mess of him last night, and in that decisive third quarter, because the Wizards, the first half was right there. I thought they could have maybe put some distance, but they got a little careless, got a little, turn the ball over.
Tatum got too hot, goddamn.
Russ would come down, sometimes it's a 1-on-3. Instead of pulling it out, he goes, throws it up off the glass, gets a charge, shoots air balls.
Y'all got that guy.
And so that's who he is. But you have to live with that, because you're going to get more good than bad.
You got to live with that.
In the next 30 seconds, I'm going to show you how absolutely anyone.
But you're going to get some bad.
You're going to get some bad. That's always a Russ.
Yeah. But Jason Tatum was
anytime you play with this motherfucker, you're going to get some bad.
He played 20 of the 24 minutes in the second half. He got it going in the third quarter, and he just couldn't miss. They threw everything at him. They tried to Bradley Beal. Hachimura got in foul trouble. That really hurt him there. Because now everybody else that guards him, Skip, are undersized. They're not big enough. And Skip, he shoots that ball at such a high angle. You're not blocking it.
Get some of that.
Foul it. And Bradley Beal did.
Watch that. Watch out. That's all in your eyeball.
So
Number
when you look at it, Skip, Bradley Beal was 10 or 25, Russ was 6 of 18. And Jenny mentioned what Russ did in the second half. And that doomed him. So Russ not playing particularly well, and then Jason Tatum having a historic by Boston Celtics, and we know what the Celtics represent. He got a 50 piece.
Mm-hmm.
And just made a mess of the Wizards. So, look,
50 piece.
Russ was Russ. But I think I'm going to make this all about Jason Tatum, because for this young man, he was phenomenal. But don't count out Kemba Walker, because I don't believe, even with that 50 piece that he gave him, if Kemba Walker doesn't do what he did,
they would lost.
I don't think they win this game. We had a Kemba sighting, Skip. Yep. He was electric yesterday. Their starter scored 98 of their 118. What they have, 118? Mm-hmm. And basically, two guys scored like 79
they did.
Of the 118. But they were special. And Jason Tatum, take a bow, bro. He earned that. That was a special performance yesterday, Skip.
Good job,
Jason.
Jason Tatum.
I've never been the biggest Jason Tatum fan, and he talked last night about his many critics and how he tries to ignore them, and he has certainly risen, and he has shown in the absence of Jaylen Brown.
Right. Yeah.
That's in scoring the basketball, because he had the 60 against Sacramento in a game they won by 3 on April 30th.
Right.
But coming into this game, without Jaylen Brown, they had lost 5 of 6. They had lost 6 of 8. And even you thought, when we closed the show yesterday, that Washington would win this game.
Yes.
Correct?
Yes. I threw out the 50 piece, but I'm like, he's not finna get no. I mean,
he ain't about to get no 50 piece.
He ain't finna get no 50 in a playoff game.
No.
He came with a 50 piece on the head.
Well, he got 23 in the third quarter. That's all you need to know. Well, that's all. He almost got half of it in one quarter.
Skip, he had 23 of their 38 points.
Okay, so what did I see last night? I saw Washington do what I thought Washington would do. Late in the first half, with a minute and 40 left, they were up 8 points.
Right.
Marcus Smart had hurt himself, and he was dragging his leg around, trying to come back in. And as we know, later in the game, Robert Williams got hurt, and he's out of the game. So they are beat up. They're beaten up psychologically and mentally, and it just looked like the Celtics were literally on their last legs at this point.
Yes, I agree.
But down the stretch of the second quarter, Jason Tatum was the main one who stepped up and said, no, not in our house. And they cut the lead down to only 2 at halftime.
Right.
But I'm still thinking the Wizards are in perfect position to close this deal.
I thought it was over
and
too.
to be the 7th seed.
Right.
No lie.
And what happened in the third quarter? Well, when it came to the Wizards, nothing happened. Because all of a sudden they had held Boston to 27 in the first quarter, 25
Tatum
in the second quarter, and they allowed
me
38
nothing.
because
Tatum
as we just
happened.
pointed out,
He
Jason
came
Tatum
with the
goes off for
motherfucking
23
Uzi,
just in the
bazooka.
third quarter alone. And guess who went missing? My man, Russell Westbrook. Right on schedule in a crucial playoff game, he turned back into Russell Westbrook.
Yeah.
Because he can brick them like nobody can brick them. And I've always said,
brick them up.
If only he could shoot. Because if he could shoot, what would you have? You'd have Jordan-esque, man.
I mean, he would average a 40-point triple-double.
He would
40-point
because
triple-double.
he can't shoot a lick. This year from 3, he was 31.5%. That ranked 150th
That's good
of
for
156 qualified. Think about that. He's in the MVP conversation, and I don't disagree with you. He at least deserved a mention in the MVP.
That's good for Russ. 31%.
Because once again, what was that?
32.
That was the 4th time in 5 years he averaged a triple-double.
Right.
And down the stretch, the last 20-odd games, he was just extraordinary.
He was spectacular. He was.
He's just like it's impossible
he
to
shoot
do
him like he be doing
what
this shit,
he
though.
was doing.
Right.
And by the way, in the first
I don't
half
know what's
last
up with
night,
his shot,
he
man.
had
What the
13
fuck?
rebounds. How many 6'3"
like
guards can
he
get
got some
13 in the first
Marion
half
shit
of a
going on with his
playoff game?
shot.
5 offensive.
What? You're kidding. And then guess what happened in the second half?
He
got 1. He got 1 rebound after he got 13 in the first half. He got 1.
No assists.
Guess how many assists he had in the whole
0.
second half? How about a big goose egg?
Right.
How do you do that?
That was the most surprising stat, Skip. He only had 5 assists.
And I know they were 3 of 21 from 3, so maybe he's passing the ball to shooters, Bertans, and those kind of guys.
Bertans were awful last
He's just
night.
awful, and they're just missing 3, so it hurts his assist total. But to have 0 in the second half, you're kidding me. And still, I thought they were hanging in, and I thought they were going to make a run. And by the way, Bradley Beal is, as he called himself after the game, I'm the one-leg bandit because he said he wore 4 compression sleeves on his hamstring. 4, all on top of each other.
Right.
Because it's not very good.
No.
And he didn't look himself.
No.
He did the best he could. In fact, his little scoring surges sort of kept them in the game. So there was a pivotal moment with just under 10 minutes left in the game, and I think, okay, here they come. And if we could see what Westbrook did at this point, this just took the heart out of the team. He goes off elbow jumper here, pretty wide open.
Pow, break the shit out of that.
Backboard. How do you do that?
Break the shit out of that.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, he's so long. That's a bad air ball where it's completely over. It's like a foot over the rim and hits nothing but plexiglass.
Right.
Okay. Well, when your star does that, I'm not taking anything away from Bradley Beal, but the driving force is Russell.
Looking like,
and when Russell misses a shot
playoff
that badly,
PEE.
it just sort of takes the heart out of you. And from that moment forward, that was the end of the Wizards as we knew and loved them.
Right.
Obviously, they do have a safety net because they're going to go home and they're going to be somewhere around 3.5 point favorite over Indiana. They shocked me last night by just wipe him out, Charlotte, after they lost Karis LeVert to COVID.
Right. Well, Brogdon came back, and we're going to talk about this game, and Sabonis was a monster, considering that he started off. But
I don't even want to talk about that game. They beat the shit out of them.
Bradley Beal and Russell Westbrook was going to have to probably get like 60 to 70 between the two. Because really, when you look at it, Skip, who else can really score? And if Russ can't assist the basketball, which means if they're not making shots, now all of a sudden, then you let Bradley, and now you let Jason Tatum go off. Skip, I said, look, the only way the Celtics could win, Jason Tatum gets a 50-piece. Skip, I ain't think nowhere in hell he was going to get a 50-piece. Hey. No. And then Kemba Walker, they've been telling, okay, well, Kemba. Kemba was an all-star at one last year, Skip. And he finally had so that knee must be getting wet. Now, you're like, yeah, we won. Oh, we get Brooklyn Nets as a consolation prize.
Yeah.
I don't know if those are the problems that you want to Skip. But Jason Tatum, Skip, he's what they thought he would be.
Okay, got it. Back to Russell Westbrook.
So you say it's more Russ than Jason Tatum.
I know Russell Westbrook's game. and he wasn't playing it in the second half. Something happened at halftime, and I don't know. I have no idea what it was. Either he got mad at a coach, he got mad at a teammate. I don't know. But he disengaged in the third quarter because for Russell Westbrook to come up with one rebound over 2 full quarters of play with the game on the line is just wrong. He does it, as you know, with heart, desire, guts, will. He just wills himself to rebound the basketball.
Well, if he kept shooting, he was 6 of 18. Well, he didn't stop doing that.
Okay, but no assists and 1 rebound says, I disengaged. And he was gone. He was sub 4 with 3:45 left in the game.
Like he tweaked his knee or something, Skip.
I don't know. He said after the game, I got various nicks and bruises, but nothing serious. I don't know, but they showed him on TNT. He shot the ball
18 Yeah, but I thought there was a play, Skip, that he got nicked. I thought he had tweaked his knee.
Is he limping? I don't. Maybe a little bit. Maybe favoring one side a little bit. I don't know, but something went wrong. So now what is happening?
The right side.
He didn't do anything to help his long-earned reputation of being the all-time great stat machine, the greatest stat machine.
Yes.
But a player who favors starring over winning. Like it's all about him and it's all about his numbers, but it's not about the W or the L.
Right.
What did he do the other night at Atlanta when he broke Oscar's all-time
he
triple
grabbed
double?
the ball.
He missed the last-second shot and immediately wheeled and said, I need the basketball.
Right.
It didn't bother him a bit. You have said many times on the show, he does not lose any sleep.
Give me that ball.
Over winning, losing basketball games, right? And I'm not sure he lost much sleep over.
Oh, but you needed that ball, though.
I think the thing is, Skip, is that all that the great players, if you're great, can you be great in moments like this? This is the time that we need, Skip. This is the time we need one of those historic triple doubles. This is the time we need a 20-20-20 ball game.
He got one more chance.
Games like this, games that matter. I'm not saying what he's doing isn't impressive because it is. I think because so many.
Well, he got one more chance, y'all. So, with that being said, tonight's game, I got I want the Warriors to beat the Lakers, but fuck around, beat Lakers win. But I'm going with my guns because that's my boy Steph. So I'm going with Warriors and then the Spurs. But I want Ja Morant to win too. So this is it's crazy. So that's what I'm doing. I'm already doubling down. So I'm going with Warriors and Grizzlies. There you got it. They're my 2 picks for the West tonight. Warriors, Grizzlies. Whatever. It's only one game. So, it's your boy Moolah. So we got that 5. We'll be back with another one. I'm out.